Hi guys, Todd here again with TW Home Show. Today I got a new product to show you, and it's a home security product. And this company sent this to me for free to show my audience, people like you that might be interested in home security for your household, or even vacation properties, log cabin areas, or maybe you've got an extensive, huge property you want to keep an eye on and you don't have Wi-Fi or electricity there. Well, this company's name is ROUOM, and here it is. This is a new camera, new style camera for me. I've never had one of these before or never experienced how one of these work. Now it looks like it's a regular Wi-Fi camera. You notice it's got the solar panel on here, but these are not Wi-Fi antenna aerials. These are for 4G cellular. So imagine placing this anywhere around the world. As long as you have a cellular signal, you can monitor whatever you want to monitor. Vacation property, like I said, some land, as long as you have access to sun to keep the batteries charged in here. And they've got a lot of batteries packed into here, in this area right here, the base where it mounts. I believe they use 18650 batteries, and they're just stacked in there. So today we're going to go to my studio and see if we can get this hooked up. It even comes with a SIM card for a cellular network. So I'm not sure how that works. I guess it's maybe a prepaid SIM card. So we're going to get the app hooked up and see if we can start controlling this with our phone, and then I'll find a place outside of my home here and we can test it out and see what all the features do on this new unique 4G camera. Stay tuned. And we're back, and like I said, this is the name of the company right here on the box. And this is a pretty large size camera, so you're not going to be able to hide it anywhere. So you can't go run over to your neighbor's house and install this up on their tree or anything. They're going to notice it. But like I said, you can use it practically anywhere on your property. If you've got a larger property, you want to see the back end of your property or something like that, all you need is sun to keep it charged and access to cellular. So make sure you have a good 4G cellular signal, because this is a 4G cellular camera, security camera. It does come with the mounting base here. And if you look at the unbox, I'll show you right here. This is how it's laid out. This is everything you get in the package, and they pretty much give you everything that I can tell so far. We'll see that you need to actually get this camera up and running as soon as it arrives at your home. So you've got everything included in this pack, including a micro SD card. Also, I guess this is a prepaid SIM card that works off T-Mobile, Verizon. I know that's a couple of the, AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Triple play data plan. So we're going to see how this works. I guess it's prepaid for maybe the first month or something, or a certain amount of data. So we'll test that out, and we're going to see if we can get this operational today. First, we got to go into their app. So I've got to open up the app here. Okay, so I've already downloaded the app. If you can see up here on my screen, the app is called UBox. So that's the app we want to go into. I'm going to go ahead and go into that app. And we're at here, the first page here is device. We're going to go ahead and add a device, so select add device. And we're going to set up 4G device, because this is a 4G cellular device. Looks like they make other devices as well that work with this app. So we're going to set up 4G device, so I'm going to select that.
Insert the SIM card, install the camera, install the antenna, then power on the device. The blue LED will light up after about 1 minute. Click Next.
Okay, so we got to insert the SIM card. There's a little cap on the head here of the camera. So we're going to peel that off. This is, I guess, a weatherproof cap right here. And it's got two slots. It's got a power button and a reset button, and you can manually charge it with the USB-C or micro USB cord right here that comes with the package. So I've already pre-charged it on the desk here. So since it hadn't been outside getting a charge, so we'll see how this works. So I'm going to go ahead and insert the micro SD card first and then the SIM card. And remember, I told you, they send all this to you, so you don't need to supply any of this yourself. So just figure out which way this goes in. Like that. And I'm going to click it into place. Okay. We got the SD card in. Now go ahead and open up our triple play data plan SIM card. And it's one of those breakable ones you break out. So it's got the large size card and then medium and then the micro nano size card. It looks like a nano size card fits into this camera right here. So I'm going to go ahead and break this out. I'll make sure this is medium. No, yeah, it's definitely the nano size. So break out the very middle. And flip it the correct way. It should only go in one way and it should click in. And it did. It clicked right in. So I'm going to press the power, hold the power on it for a few seconds. And it says blue light should be blinking. So I'm just pressing the power button here. Okay. It was blinking for a minute. It's blinking red right now. I'm going to press reset. And I'm holding the reset button. Okay, reset. Just waiting for a blinking blue light. It's blinking red. I'm going to press blue light is not lit. And it gives me some instruction. It says red light is flashing. The device is faulty. Please contact. Blue light is flashing. Okay. All right, it's flashing now. It kind of looks purple. Okay, it says scan the QR code, and it is flashing blue now, as you can see. The QR code is on the side here. So we're going to go ahead and scan that QR code.
Enter the camera name and address. Using default name and address can go to the next step directly.
Okay, so it says enter, let's see, device. We're going to give the camera a name. We'll say 4G camera. And we're going to say it's at my home and select next on the app. All right, we're going to see, is this going to work or what with the...
Camera installed successfully. Fully charge the camera at first use.
Okay, it says successfully installed into the app, and it says make sure it's fully charged, which I told you before I did do that. So it says the camera is online. I guess I'm going to press this and see this picture here. TF card is not formatted. Do you want to do this format now? Yes, I'm going to format the SD card. So far so good. Looks like my only problem is going to be to find a place to mount this camera around my household, since I've already got so many security cameras mounted. I'm going to probably strap this up temporarily, maybe on a tree or something. We'll see. Okay, so I guess it's formatting the SD card right now. And we're going to put our protective cap back on this camera there, protect it from rain and weather. All right, looks like we got it up and running. I got it on pan and tilt by pressing the buttons over here on the actual camera view here. So I'm going to try to move this pan and tilt. Here we go. The camera is turning. Slight lag. Now, I would expect that on a 4G cellular, of course. It's not in my home network operating right now. This is like the same network my cell phone would operate on out and around town. It's even got a view zoom in. Let's see. Zoom in works. Wow. Zoom out. Very impressive. Now, I did take a quick look at this. I'm going to end this view here. Took a quick look at this triple play data plan card, and it's with a company called EIOTclub.com. So, and I was reading in the manual here, and it does explain the benefits. It's a 80% cost savings. I guess you just upgrade it through their website and add more data to it. But the card that comes with it here says it comes with 24 gigabytes. Says you must refill your data plan before your current plan expires, which is, it looks like 24 gigabytes or 360 days recommended. So it looks like it may come with 24 gigabytes. I'm going to log in here later on to the website and check it out to see, you know, what the data plans are. How much does it cost? I know if I add a SIM card on my T-Mobile plan, it only costs me $10 or $11 a month, which is not bad to have a camera like this located anywhere you want with no power, no electricity, no Wi-Fi, you know, no router needed. So, I mean, it's worth it for like $10 a month if you want to keep something secure, some piece of land or property secure, and you don't have that type of electrical connection or even internet setup. I might even try to mount this on my RV. That's what I was thinking about over this past week before, you know, I was trying to decide before I made this video, where am I going to mount this? Am I going to keep this or what? Because, but then I remembered, well, our RV is in a storage facility nearby here. We keep it in Florida in a storage facility over the winter times. And I always wish that I could keep an eye on it, but that facility doesn't have any public security cameras that I can log into. But if I could somehow make a temporary mount and mount this on my RV on the roof or something, and then I can pan and tilt around the front and side of the RV just to keep an eye on it and make sure, you know, it doesn't get bumped into and nobody's trying to mess with it. So let me go ahead and find a spot to mount this possibly outside, and we'll talk more about it and we'll see what else this can do. All right, I'm out back and I did find a place to mount it right on the side of that palm tree right there, as you can see. And of course it's getting full sun right now. The sun is like directly opposite there. So I got the solar panel angled toward the sun. And so these are the views we're gonna get out here as we test this camera. So I've got some views we should have in a little bit. We always take our doggies out here to play ball and run around every evening. And I'm gonna learn a little bit more about it, and then I'll come back and share all the cool stuff with you. All right, we're gonna see when it senses motion. Should record in full color because the light will come on, I believe. We'll see when it picks up motion. Keep an eye on it. There it is. That's a pretty bright light, or just being solar powered. Pretty bright. All right, and we're back, and we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at the app, U-Box app here. I'm going to go ahead and open it on screen here. And I didn't have the camera fully charged yesterday, so I brought it in overnight and I charged it up. But I do have a few samples to show you during the nighttime and the daytime of the recordings and the quality of recordings. You got to remember, this is a 1080p camera. It's not 2K or 4K or even 8K video, but it's really impressive to see even 1080p out of a camera that's supplying your video out of thin air through a cellular connection and bringing it back down and saving it. So let's go ahead and log into our camera here. You see the last picture of your camera on your menu here. But before we go in, let's see, at the top you've got notifications settings that you can turn on or off, as you can see right here in this bell here, and then a gear up top. So we're going to press that gear in the top corner, and this gives you a little bit of information about it. You can activate your cloud services if you want to store your videos in a cloud for a certain period of time. They have fees here. You can choose your plan that you want, but of course you don't even really have to do all this if you have your SD card, memory card in there, and you can put a large memory card in there. I got in there, I think, a 64 gigabyte, plus they also supply you a memory card as well. Now last night I also my camera, I couldn't access it and stuff, and so I had an extra SIM card. I replaced their SIM card because it wanted me to renew it. So that SIM card won't even last you hardly a day when you get it. It just gets you up and running, and then you're going to have to log in to the website for the SIM card that they supply and prepay for cellular time if you want it. Or like I said, you can get your own by getting an extra SIM card through like I have T-Mobile or Verizon, AT&T. Just tell them you have your own product, your own phone. You just want to add a SIM card to your account, and I told you it only cost me $10 to $11 a month. So I had one in an old tablet that I was using in my Corvette, so I put it in there. It's been working fine all day today. So if we go into the camera now, we'll actually touch the screen here, and it will open it up over the air. And there it is right there. So, and it's set, it always keeps on SD, standard definition. If you press SD at the top left corner, it'll change it to high definition. You see how it kind of switches over and gets more detail in that picture. And if you want to look at the picture as a bigger view instead of you want to look at it horizontal view, press the view button in the bottom right corner, and then it will switch and it will turn around like that and give you a real nice view. And you can pinch and drag to zoom in or zoom out to get more details. And then you can switch back right here, and it will go back to your portrait mode. Now also you can turn on or off sound if you want to hear the sound through it by pressing that speaker in the bottom left. Next to that you got the camera icon. You can touch that, and that just snap the photo instantly. And then you've got a mic button if you want to talk out into it to somebody. You can press the mic button, and then you've got a recorder button next to that, to the right of that. And here I pressed it, and we're starting to record, live right there. And then press it again to stop the video recording. And then all the way to the right is your cloud, where you can store in the cloud. Right now I got cloud storage off, but if I press that again, it'll go to my memory card. And these are all the captures. These are motion captures, so the sensitivity on this camera is very sensitive. It's got 3 different settings: low, medium, and high. You probably only need it on low settings. So that's what I eventually got it to, I believe. But we're going to go and look at that right now to see where we're at. So if we go up to top right at that gear there, I'm going to press that, and top right of the screen. Here's all your settings right here. So you got your device name. I named it 4G camera, remember. Storage card, 97%. available space. You can format your card here, and this is where you could turn cloud video on or off. Comes with, I think, a free month or something, and then you have to pay for it. But why, if you've got a SD card to put in there? I don't see the need to have a cloud video. Unless somebody, if you're having issues where you might possibly think somebody might want to come out to your property and steal the camera that has your SD card in it, well, you can have the cloud video and you can always access it, even if it's stolen. You can possibly see who stole it. So we'll go back into the menu. We've got image flip mode. You can rotate it if you mount the camera upside down. I don't know why you would. It's set to normal now. You've got scene mode. I got it set on normal. You can set it to night mode if you want. You can test that out, see if you get better pictures at setting it in night mode during the night. You got, here's where your detection sensitivity is next. Press on that, see you got the 3 different settings. And if you're getting too many notifications, or you're, I don't know, going into a doctor's office or something, you want to stop those alerts coming to you, you can always switch that detection sensitivity switch off and get no notifications. You can just check into it whenever you want. I keep it on, and I'm going to select low and go back. You got sleep delay. This will, I guess the camera sleeps for 15 seconds after, I don't know, I don't understand exactly how this works, or you have no delay. So I'm going to have to experiment more with this sleep delay feature. And you got power frequency. I got it on 60 hertz. You got 50 or 60 hertz. I believe US we operate mostly on 60 hertz. So I switch it to 60 hertz. LED indicator on or off. I like to keep it on so that people know, hey, that camera is active, so I better be on my best behavior. Synchronization time, enable daylight, okay. Retry time 1 hour. Not sure what this is. It might be something similar to the sleep delay feature. I haven't messed with that. And firmware update you can press, and it tells you if it's up to date or not. So basically, guys, that's all the settings. Now I want to show you, we're going to go into a few pictures here. I'll turn that sound off. We're going to go into a few videos I'm going to show you here right now, and we're going to take a look and see the quality of the video. Like I told you, it's not 4K camera, it's 1080p, and the key thing is here, you can have a camera anywhere you can have a cell phone. So if you're out in the woods or something like that, just make sure you have a clearing to get some sun every once in a while to charge up those batteries with the solar panel. You could be out there in the middle of nowhere and be taking video surveillance of anything you want, any property you own, without the need to run electricity or Wi-Fi internet out there or anything. So that's the reason why I thought this was such a special camera and why I wanted to share it with you today. I'm going to go through a few samples here to show you. Here's sample number 1, where it's picking up the lawn sprinklers out back. And I believe it records in standard definition, so this is what you get when you log into live definition or live view. You get high definition available if you want to press it to see more details. So that's that, and then we'll go to sample number 2. I think I'm just walking around out in the backyard here just to test out if it's going to record on motion, and it did. It picked me up, started recording this on motion, and there's the quality of it during the day, afternoon hours. And I'm just trying to show you how it looks if you're trying to identify a person at different distances. So this will give you an idea. Next sample is, I believe, at night. This is where your camera listings are in the menu. And then I always landscape it so I can see a bigger picture. And this is when I'm walking up to it and the light turns on. And the light comes on so you can get full color picture. You notice the color is my jacket and everything, but you get ghosting here. Kind of don't like the ghosting, but what can you do with a camera that works over cellular networks? This is another sample here. This is this is a live pan and tilt view. I switched it to high definition and I got it in landscape mode, and I'm just showing you as we pan and tilt around here, around the backyard lake, kind of so you could tell if you got this for your property how far you can see, the quality you get. This is in the afternoon. What is this, about 4 o'clock or so, 4:30, and you can drag and zoom in with pinch. So I'm testing that right there to zoom in on that pier. That's direct sunlight there, so you get some, you know, distortion. And here's more where I'm zooming in with my pinch from my thumb and finger. So you can see a pretty good distance, and I can't complain of the quality, since it's not doing it over my Wi-Fi, it's going over cell towers. It does pretty well. And I think I have one more sample. Yeah, this is where I'm showing you the ghosting again. I had it on color night view mode. So the light comes on right there, and then it can record in full color instead of infrared. But see, you get ghosting. It's almost like I'm doing a horrible green screen production there, where half of my body is fading and ghosting out. So hope that gives you an idea. So guys, that's it. Hope you appreciated me sharing this unique video surveillance camera with you today. And I hope maybe that if you're in a need for a security camera, or some place that you need monitoring with no electricity, and the only thing you have to your benefit is sun, this would be the go-to camera for you. And guys, thank you for tuning in to another one of my videos, and I'll see you on the next one.